Okay, YouTube. An update. I'm just gonna go over a few things that we did. We mudded the house. I mean, this is straightforward. I don't really have uh, much of a tips, but a few things. Yeah, I might indicate. First thing is that we put the smoke detectors in every room. That's the code in Ontario. You have to have smoke and carbon monoxide detector. So you want to have your smoke as close to the ceiling because smokes rise up, right? Like within seconds, they just go to the ceiling and they sit in the ceiling, right? So you want to catch them right away within seconds. So actually, Rick, he used to be a firefighter. So Rick is my buddy who helps me all the time. He advised me to bring it 6 inch closer to the ceiling, and that was the reason why I put it over there. Every room has it, and it's in the building code. It's not an electrical code. So the electricians, when I asked him about smoke, he said it's not my work. So I had to talk to the building inspector about the code, and I knew. I just wanted confirmation, but I knew the ideas. Basically, you have to have one leading to the bedrooms, one leading to the hallway, right? This is the hallway. I have another one, and another one over there, right? So now, as soon as we paint the house, I'm gonna start wiring. What is it? Terminating all the electrical. I know exactly what to do. So that's completely my thing. We decided to seal this area, but I still have to have a drain inspection, and I'm hoping that the inspector is not going to make me open this drywall. So I took that chance and we sealed it. So the plan is, that's why this is done later on. So I change my mind eventually because it's too much work to just leave it open because we still have to put kitchen in that area. This is a kitchen area. So one of the things that a couple of tools that made my life so much easier would have cost me a ton of money without the tool. So this one here, I got it on Amazon. I'm gonna do separate review on it for like $200 with like 12 sandpaper. It made the work of sanding sanding is exhausting. It made it so simple, and within like a day I got it done. Another thing that made my life much easier, which also $200 from Canadian Tire, is this sprayer, paint spray. It's called Wagner Control Pro. I have a reason why I bought it. It's got a technology that controls overspraying, right? So that's why I bought it. And to spray this house with a ceiling of 10.5 feet, the floor space is 2,400 square foot area with all these walls. It is, I think the square footage is 2,450 of the floor space. And you gotta imagine the ceiling and the walls would have taken us a month. This is a primer, so it took a day to put the primer, right? Like if we use a roller, it would have taken a month, right? So that is the plan. So another thing I'm gonna do review on is my ERV. I did my research and I chose ERV and I chose Panasonic ERV. I have a reason why I chose ERV as opposed to HRV, heat recovery ventilation. This one's called energy recovery ventilation because it helps with the moisture control of the house. So I design discussion with Rick, and I decided to put it over there on that wall. I just made some marks, and that's the best place to put it, in this walk-in closet. And this is the stair case that's gonna be to go to the attic, right? So this is right now it is mid-October, and it's a little bit cold, and all the cold air and all the heat escapes through here. I'm losing a bunch of heat through here, and I plan to close it up today, right? So I'm gonna put that on the wall, close it up, and that's it. So now I've done a couple of mudding, mainly in this room, and I made mistakes. I think I did great at the beginning, and then I made some mistakes, and it was fixed by Samsung. And almost all of the mudding was done by Samsung, and then we got help with the sanding. I've done sanding too. I mean, I don't videotape myself while doing things because I do one shot of using my cell phone. I don't have time to edit, and so. We put another layer of OSB, one-fourth of OSB, to have an inch thick subfloor. It makes the house much stronger, much quieter, and it makes the structure amazing thing. I had this subfloor, this one-fourth a while back. It's been like abused and used. And so to match it with that, to avoid a floor transition, and also, to make the floor much stronger, the price of OSB sheets came down a little bit. It went up like to $60 from $10 to $60. Now it's around 24 Canadian. So I have to put that on, so match it with the existing OSB, 1/4 OSB, and that should fix things up. So as you can see, we put all of the IKEA stuff in the laundry room. So the plan now is, so we did this last night. It took us about 8 hours to lay all these, myself and Samson. Now, I don't have a video of it while doing it, because there's no really time to video things. It's a little bit frustrating. But that's done there. So the plan is today is to mud that down a little bit. Sand that down, and then paint with a primer. Then install the HRV or ERV. So once that is done, we gotta do a couple of ceilings of a couple of windows, and once that is done, we're gonna put the IKEA kitchen here. And once the IKEA kitchen is, we're gonna paint the real paint, and then we put the IKEA kitchen, and then pretty much I can say the house is done. Flooring is the last thing, the final flooring, and then we can move up here. Of course, I have to finish terminating all these. Shouldn't take me a day to do that. I still have to improve my heating source, my heating system. It's its own project. Probably take me maybe 3-4 days. That's purely my project, and that's not difficult for me. Okay, so there are many other people who are building a house with professional video cameraman, all that stuff. I don't have the budget for that. I don't have the time for that. So this is the way I do it. If I had more support with the extra video man, all that stuff, it would have been much better video of the process that I'm doing while building this house. So I will take the time to review the sanding machine and the spray paint. I think that's a good knowledge that people could use, a good idea to share for people to use. Tools make huge difference in life when you're working on projects. Okay, that's all I have for today. Yeah, of course, this has to come down also, and then the house will be almost ready. It's not almost ready. I have a ton of other little things. I still have to meet the city's requirement for occupancy, and those are like the stairways outside and all that stuff. But I cannot do that until my family moves up here. So then I will have to carry on with meeting a few requirements for the city to give me an occupancy permit. I still don't have occupancy permit. I have a temporary. I can temporarily stay here, but I don't have an occupancy permit. So yeah, this will be a couple of inspection. So once my family moves up here, the city will come. We'll do a couple of inspections. They tell me what other things that has to be done, and then once those things done, the city will give me a permit. Once I get a permit, then the house would be qualified for the market. All right, thank you. Bye bye.